Hey guys, so I'm going to be responding to Victor, who is making a whole pile of videos about products I recommend, attacking them or me, and trying to steer people away from them. So I'm going to respond and show that he really doesn't know what he's talking about. We're going to begin with this video here. He's talking about one of the products I recommend, the P90, which is a terahertz and PMF product. His company has a similar product, much more expensive. But anyway, let's have a listen to what he has to say.
I want to do another video on the P90, but in this case I want to try to keep it more positive. Way too much negative stuff going on out there, and I don't want to contribute to fear and all that other kind of stuff.
Okay, so just bear in mind what he's just said. He wants to be positive. He doesn't want to contribute to fear, all that kind of stuff, because he's going to do exactly that in everything that he says from here on.
So here's the thing. I'm not really talking about the device itself. What really concerns me and troubles me is that...
Oh, he's concerned and troubled. He's about to go into the fear.
People are trying to push a device that is not officially in the US. Like I said, what I said is fact. The company has stated there is no 110 volt version, no FCC certification.
Okay, so we've had this conversation before. There is a 110 volt version. He just keeps insisting that there isn't. It's ridiculous. I'll show something in a minute. He says about no FCC certification. Well, actually it's FDA registered. Is his product FCC certified? I don't think so. Have seen a certificate saying it is. But when I've tried to check that, it doesn't appear that it is, and it's no longer showing as FCC certified on the website of Prife, his company. I've had multiple people asking to verify that FCC certification, asking Prife. They haven't come forward with that. I'm really not convinced it is. So he really needs to check that before he makes the claim that his is. But anyway, the one that I'm recommending, the P90, is FDA registered, which his is not. Just as an aside, not that I'm particularly a fan of these authorities, FCC, FDA, whatever. I'm not really a fan, but the P90 is FDA registered
Currently for their product. And then people are saying, but I have a 110 volt version. Well, where did that come from? If it's black market or gray market, I'm not going to steer my customers through that.
Okay, fear. Panic, don't get it, black market, grey market, what have you. Where's it coming from? Okay, so where is it coming from? It's coming from Olylife. Let me show you something. Okay, so this is straight off the side of the box from Olylife. This is the device, P90. What does it say there? 110 volts. Okay, so this is 110 volt from Olylife. That's where we're all getting them, from Olylife, and it's 110 volts. So we've told him this, he just keeps denying it. It's unbelievable. So why would someone deny something so clear with such overwhelming evidence as a whole bunch of people, some of which he knows, that have the device from Olylife with 110 volts? Why would he deny something? And I think we've learned a lot over the last 3 years when we see people making crazy statements and claiming crazy things that don't make any sense and contradict all known facts, and it's because they have an agenda. Okay, so when they have an agenda, people will say things that make no sense. No sense because you don't know about the agenda. So has Victor got an agenda? Well, first of all, he's selling a competing product that's like 3 times the price. So we could guess that maybe he's got an agenda to sell his product. That's a possibility, but I'm going to point out something else. So Victor made a video and put it on his page saying that the 110 volt device didn't exist. Okay, so it doesn't exist, there's no such thing, they don't have one. So, and he tagged me, and I went on to that thread and said that what he was saying was complete rubbish and it wasn't true. He responded, Ethan Leeds, so that's now twice that you've attacked me personally in my own group. That was a mistake. You should have thought twice before deciding to tangle with me. I don't even have an issue with the P90 other than misinformation. So his ego is clearly hurt. So, but he posted an attacking video on the product I was recommending on his page, tagged me, and then when I responded and said it wasn't true, this is what he said. So I've made a big mistake. I should have thought twice before tangling with him, like he's some kind of hitman or something. So I don't know what's up with his ego and why he's taken this very aggressive stance, but since then it's constant attacks and he's saying ridiculous things. So he has an agenda. I've tangled with him, I've hurt his ego, and I should have thought twice. He's going to get me. Okay, so we have a very clear agenda going on here. We see here, here's somebody that he knows, Regina, telling him that she has the 110 volt P90. She shows him a picture with her feet on it, and he says, interesting, I contacted Olylife directly and they said our 110 devices are currently not available. We have 220. Well, I don't know whether he really did that or if he spoke to some ignorant customer service person or whatever, but he's got actual hard evidence in front of his eyes, somebody that he actually knows telling him, and this is just one of many people telling him, I have it, I'm in the US, it's 110 volts, it's come from Olylife, and that's who I paid, and here's a picture. And he continues, this is way before multiple videos that he's made denying that these things exist. So let's continue listening to what he has to say.
Safety first, liability issues, etc. Can't be concerned about that. If the device is so great, it'll get here eventually. Don't worry about it. Be safe, be smart, do the research. I wanted.
Okay, that's the end of it. So be safe, safety first, safety first. So contrary, so he began saying, I don't want to be negative, I want to be positive, there's enough negativity and I don't want to bring fear. And now he's saying black market, grey market, safety first, the device doesn't exist, a pile of negative things and fear mongering. Okay, so I want to comment on the safety issues because his company has had some serious problems with their product, and he's denied that in other videos, but he knows it to be full well true. But I'm going to just show a couple of things said by people within his own company about the safety and about the quality of their own product. Now I'm just going to say before I get into this that I was recommending Prife products. They have some great products, I love the technology, but they dropped the ball on quality to control, and the safety and the quality of the products really went downhill, and that's why I ended up leaving them at a great cost to myself. They stole illegally my commissions and so on when I left. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Let's just look at safety. So this is one of the stockists in Australia, and just look at this. Clearly, in Australia, it's illegal for us to knowingly distribute faulty devices. Okay, so they're acknowledging that the devices are faulty and they're saying it's illegal for us. So yes, agreed, now that we know, we ethically and professionally can't justify sending out unsafe devices. This is internal stuff by the people selling the products. Ricky Brandino, one of the top US seller, said selling devices that you know are defective is highly illegal, as well as fraudulent. And we know they're defective because Prife told us. Okay, so that is pretty strong. Now, Victor has said that there's nothing wrong, and I used to make videos saying that it's all within, normal. There's nothing wrong at all with the safety of the product that he's recommending. So this part here, greetings to all, is from Prife, the corporate. So that Prife here say, with recent high volumes of return products from recent batches were due to two major causes: burnout wire and fan blade casing is faulty. Okay, so Prife are admitting to this fault. They're admitting that they've got high levels. What are the high levels? Well, actually, at the worst, in some of the worst batches, it was up to 40%. That's how high it has got at the worst. That's not normal, that's the worst, but that's pretty outrageous. So here's another stockist, a New Zealand stockist. New Zealand stockists, along with Australian stockists, were holding the line on refusing to send out the 2.0s. It's frustrating because we have hundreds in stock. And we just can't take the risk. The last thing we need is a device that's going to start smoking or sparking in their hands. But we were told to keep selling them. Okay, so this is not me saying this. This is the stockists that are distributing these products around the world saying this. So how Victor can pretend that nothing's happened, that nothing's gone on, I don't know. But he's being very dishonest in my opinion, because he has an agenda. Another quick example, one of our leaders reported to me that she got electric shocks from her 2.0s. This is going to be the last one of these. So Ricky Brandino, their top US seller, is talking about the mess. And there's been a proposal to do a promotion in order to get rid of inventory that we know has issues, so that they can do a new version. And Ricky's disagreeing with that. So let me tell you a little bit about what I know is going on. So what's the percentage right now of problem ones? Well, they have in part fixed the actual breakage that was happening at very high levels, so the current ones are not doing that. However, the percentage of them not working as they should currently is 100%. 100% of them are not working correctly because there's supposed to be a cool setting on the wand and there isn't one anymore. So I am pretty sure that what they're going to do in the very near future, maybe even as early as next week, they will start doing this promo to get rid of inventory so that they can bring in the new fixed versions that they don't currently have right this second available to sell. So that's what's going on. So again, what Victor is saying, and maybe I'll show what he said. I haven't shown that yet, but what he's saying about there being no problems with the wands currently is utterly false. 100% of them are not working as they should. In fact, I'm still selling the Prife wands to those that want them. I tell them all this, I'm up front, but I'm selling them at a discounted price if people still want them. And I think that Prife is about to do just that, to sell off their stock that's not working correctly to bring in a new one. That's going to happen next. So let's look at his another one of his videos.
This is Victor, and I'm here to talk to you once again about iTerra Care. I don't know if you can see that. Also notice it's FCC certified. So I'm making this video because someone's going around saying that this device is not reliable and even dangerous to people. And it's a bit ridiculous. I mean, the device has already been in the market for a couple of years of these. I don't even know how many. And we see an actually pretty excellent reliability rate, like any product in the world.
Okay, so you see him claiming an excellent reliability rate, and you've just seen behind the scenes what's being said. So what Victor is saying and the truth are far, far apart.
Whether it's an iPhone or a car, you know, there's a minimal failure rate. The company even told us up front they expected a 3% failure rate. And they have a 1-year warranty. I've seen a few failures and those devices have been replaced. Of course, I'm very careful about choosing a good warehouse or a good stockist to work with. So my entire supply chain, high quality, good service, no problem, good device.
Okay, so you hear what Victor's saying. You've just seen what the insiders in Prife, the top people and the stockists are saying, and you see that there's not a matchup. Okay, you're going to see soon, like I say, you're going to see soon that Prife will fix the problem that they've currently got. They will bring out a new one that will fix the lack of cool setting. And I'm not 100%, but I'm fairly sure they're going to do a promo to clear the previous, which is the current stock. But whether they do that or not, they will fix it. So currently, 100% of their stock's not working correctly. Now, it's still great, even without the cool setting. It still is going to do most of what it's supposed to do, but it's not as it should be. So Victor is completely hiding that, pretending there's nothing wrong, pretending, you know, and he says it's been out for years, so, you know, it's ridiculous. Well, that's not true either, because they've changed manufacturer. So the original version was a different manufacturer, and then they've changed versions a couple of times already in recent times over the last year. So to say it's been out for years as if and therefore it's safe because it's the same, no, that's not true. And he knows that. Okay, he knows that they've changed versions because there's a 1.0, a 2.0, enhanced 2.0 in that 2 years that it's been out, and he maybe hasn't done the research to know that they changed manufacturers as well in the middle of that. So the 2.0 was made by a different manufacturer to the 1.0, which was a much better model with much less problems. So I'm going to finish with a little clip from this video where he this is actually an earlier video where he attacks it again. Let's hear what he has to say here.
There's a lot of excitement about this Olylife P90 device.
No, there's no excitement about this device other than what Ethan is trying to drum up. In fact, if you try to go and research this device, you will find almost nothing on it. So don't listen to me. Go Google this device.
Don't listen to me is the first good bit of advice that Victor's given. Me being him, of course.
And see if you can find information on it. See if you can find a way to purchase it. If you're in the US,
it's very easy to purchase it, Victor. Just contact me. I'll hook you up. But clearly, you've not made any effort. I mean, suggesting that you can't purchase it beyond belief when you've got people that are telling you they've got it.
or in most other countries, you can't. All right, so they don't even make a 110 volt device. It is not FCC certified. There is no company representation in the United States. So that's just for starters. But let's.
Okay, so I haven't actually watched his 15-minute video. I don't know what he goes on to say because frankly I heard that first little bit and it's just beyond ridiculous that he's claiming there is no 110 volt device. It's actually written there on the screen. You can still just see it. When people have them, we're using them. I've shown you now the side of the box. I've got videos of people using them and what have you. The guy has an agenda. It all began with him being very angry that I disagreed with this video. This is the video I disagreed with, that I disagreed with this video where he claimed it doesn't exist. I've heard competitors of different companies competing with each other saying some pretty rough things about another company's product. I've never heard anyone ever claim that the product doesn't exist. Unbelievable, but he does. And then later after this video he changed his tune a little bit to, okay, well there's people saying that they've got it, but black market, grey market, etc. So he didn't have to do a complete U-turn and just admit that he was wrong, which would have been the right thing to do. So it does exist, it can be purchased. Even his claim, I began by saying there's a lot of excitement about this product, and he even argued with that and said go to Google and find out. Well, some of us, maybe we were excited, but we forgot to tell Google so that they could place it for him to find. This is a very new to the US, Canada, and the rest of the world product. It's been in Asia a bit longer. It's only a year there, slightly less than a year. So it's a new product. So yeah, there's not much appearing on Google just yet, but that doesn't mean that we're not excited. In fact, there's a whole bunch of us excited. So my team inside of a month, because I'm recommending this and partnering with other people, using my words here, partnering with other people who are helping others, teaching them about this stuff. And like I say, we're not appearing much on Google yet. That's true because it's new. And by the way, when he started in Prife, and it was me that told him about Prife as well, so he only knows about Prife because of me. So when he started with Prife, it was exactly the same setup as what we're seeing now with Olylife. So one thing he says is correct. They do not have stockists in the US. It's being shipped from Asia into the US and various other places. So yeah, that's true. Just like lots of other, like if you want to purchase stuff from Alibaba or lots of other places, it comes into the US or the UK where I'm from, or wherever from outside. And right now it is coming in. It's taking about 10 days to be delivered. So that is true. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a 110 device and it isn't coming into America or Canada or anywhere else. And one other thing to say on that is that Prife have just recently been kicked out of Canada. So he talks about the warranty. So the warranty is in some trouble when they're not allowed to ship products into the country. So I don't know whether they can try and get around that in some illegal way, but they're not supposed to be shipping any products into Canada. Anyway, I'm not going to go on much more than this. I think that hopefully people that are objective and rational and reasonable can look at the things that Victor is saying and see that it's just not true. He is fear-mongering. He is spreading misinformation. He could easily have found out these things. He's chosen to use Google as his method of research, rather than actually talking to the people that are involved, which would have been the way to go, because there's a lot of stuff that's not on Google yet. So I don't know why he's making so many videos, why his ego is so badly hurt just because I contradicted this video that he made denying the product existed, and he felt attacked and felt that I tangled with the wrong guy and he was now gonna whatever. But that's what it is. It's an ego-driven thing. What he's saying is not true. Hopefully you guys can see that. If you don't see that, that's fine. Go and buy a Prife device or do whatever. Don't buy any device. Don't listen to me, don't listen to him, do it whatever you want. But I just felt I needed to bring up these points and make it clear. If you really want to get a Prife device, I've got a feeling there's going to be a big discount coming soon to clear the old stock, which Victor says there's no problems with, but Prife see it differently. So does everybody within Prife, apart from Victor apparently. I think that's coming. But if that doesn't happen and you want to get Prife ones cheap, then you can always talk to me. I can arrange that as well. Wouldn't be my recommendation. I would recommend that you get an Olylife product. By the way, Olylife are bringing the 110 volt wand into the US probably the end of next month, it's looking like. So the 110 wand is going to be there as well, although I really love the P90. Okay, have a great day everybody. God bless. Bye bye.